I'm Joe Chili. You can listen to me mornings on the Big Weck. Joining us today on the Big Weck Buffalo on the Rise is Dr. Michael Lefevre, who's president of the Catholic Children's Learning Corporation. How are you doing today?
Very well, Joe. Thank you.
Good to have you here with us.
Thank you for having me.
We've done the radio show before, so nice to see you here on TV. You look a bit different on TV than you do on radio. Let's talk about the Catholic Children's Learning Corporation. For those that are not familiar, what is it?
Well, the CCLC, as we refer to it, is a 501c3 charity. And our board is a group of men and women that are Catholics who volunteer their time to support Catholic elementary education in Western New York.
Is the diocese out of this now?
Well, the diocese, in relationship to our organization, right. we are separate entities. We are not a part of the diocese, nor do we have any relationship with them, except for we have a common mission of helping Catholic elementary schools. But the diocese has been struggling. The priest sexual abuse scandal has had a great impact on the people attending church and donating to the Catholic parishes, and the bankruptcy of the Diocese of Buffalo has also had a huge impact on the finances for the schools. And so the diocese currently is no longer supporting their Catholic elementary schools financially in terms of their operational budgets, and it's becoming a greater struggle for the parishes to meet their own missions and support the Catholic elementary schools as well.
This kind of hurts me to hear this because I grew up in Niagara Falls. I went to Our Lady of Mount Carmel for grade school. I went to Bishop Duffy for high school, then went to Niagara Community College. But Catholic education was always part of my life. And when you see parishes that are like combining because of the costs and things like that, is the chance that if you folks weren't around, the Catholic schools might just go away?
Well, absolutely. In fact, we've lost 3 schools in the last year due to the financial expenses for the school. So that's what we're very concerned about. Our organization, number one, wants to make sure that generations of children to come will have an opportunity for a Catholic education, whether they're Catholic or not. We also want to be able to make sure that it's affordable for all families and children for the future. So those are 2 of our primary missions.
Doctor, what is your background and what attracted you to this mission?
Well, ironically, I am the retired superintendent of the Catholic schools for Western New York in the Diocese of Buffalo. So I've been an educator for 52 years. And I have innate interest in making sure that the Catholic elementary schools and that opportunity continues for the future. So I'm very knowledgeable about the needs of the Catholic elementary schools in Western New York and what they're facing. In the last 2 years, they were able to hold on because the PPP program, the Payroll Protection Program from the federal government, subsidized the schools and helped them stay afloat. But the schools are in real danger of closing in some instances. And the renewal of the parishes, where some of the parishes now have 2 or 3 schools within their organization, the future is unknown. We don't know how that's going to play out. The school buildings are owned by parishes, and so trying to sort out how those schools are going to survive and which ones will survive is still an unknown. So we're doing everything we possibly can to raise awareness that, first of all, there is a financial challenge for these schools, and secondly, there is a real danger that more and more Catholic elementary schools could close. And if that happens, the strong tradition of Catholic education in Western New York would be lost. And really the foundation for Catholics in terms of educating their youth would also be lost. And we're dedicated to not letting that happen.
What makes your nonprofit group different from others?
Well, we're very different in that, most nonprofits survive by donations and grants and support of that nature. And currently, we are asking for some support financially from the community so that we can get something started. But what we're doing is we're creating businesses that will earn a profit that can be then given to the Catholic elementary schools to help close their budgets. So our overall mission is to, at some point in the near future, never having to ask donors for money again, because we'll generate our own future, our own economic future for the schools. And that's really what makes us different, because donor fatigue is a serious problem for all of us, including my family and people that I know, that, you know, you can't just keep giving year after year without a plan. And so we have a plan, and it makes us different, that we're going to be financially independent, and we'll be able to support these schools and help close their budgets.
We've got 1 minute left. What can people in our community do to help?
Well, first of all, they can go to our cclcbuffalo.org website, or find us on Facebook, also CCLC Buffalo, and learn more about our mission and the people that are involved. And there they can donate to our cause, because we've designated a couple of schools to support as pilot programs for these businesses. And we really need to have this financing in place in order to get those efforts off the ground. So they can also spread the word that the diocese is no longer helping their schools financially, and we need to step up as Catholics, or anyone who's ever benefited from a Catholic education, to step forward and to give us a hand.
Dr. Lefevre, thank you very much for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
For more information and answers to your questions, contact Catholic Children's Learning Corporation by calling 716-479-4648 or go to CCLCbuffalo.org. Sponsorship and promotional consideration for the preceding segment was provided by the following.